Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. And this is a special video because this will be the video where for the first time ever I finish a Heroic 7 in Soul Raid. And as you know, Heroic 7 is the last Heroic, so stay tuned until the end of the video to know what happens when you finish Soul Raids. Bro, by this point everybody knows you just get to replay Heroic 7 on and on again. So yeah, that's what happens when you finish it. But before I get to Raven, we have to kill boss Shazam here. We have Classic Superman to reduce the defense, we have Mr. Freeze to do the damage, and Classic Wonder Woman to give us some more crit damage, to do more damage. We have Beta Club at level 9 on Mr. Freeze, we have level 6 Sword of Salvation on Superman, and we have level 9 Sword of Sin on Wonder Woman for the passive stats. And Shazam's fortified, so obviously we need to reduce that armor. I built some combo with Superman to also generate some power to get enough to get super move out of the way and have enough to keep this dude frozen. And he's not immune to stun and freeze, so freezing him will be pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. And I'm going to fast forward this at this point because it's going to be just me watching dot damage values flying. I promise, this is the proper gameplay. This is the optimal and proper gameplay of Mr. Freeze Beta Club. I'm actually doing the right thing here, even though it might not seem like it. I have only a 3-star Mr. Freeze, so the damage output will be quite low compared to other people's Mr. Freeze. And yeah, it seems like I actually had... so it kind of makes sense. I want to say that I had higher stats for this team in Rise of Krypton, though it definitely makes sense because in Rise of Krypton we also had the passive attack from the Beta Club applying. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this dude. And if you're like, oh no, pay to win video again, he's using Beta Club, bro, chill, because the next fights are not going to... I mean, I'm gonna use Sword of Sin on Raven and Sword of Salvation, but no more Beta Club at the very least. Okay, so here I have a Raven fight. We have the Battleflaps, Deathstroke, Justice team. A Justice there just for power generation. A little bit more optimal, it would have been a Red Hood here to extend duration of the fight, but I'm not risking Red Hood in the Deathstroke team anymore, because it seems to be the thing that actually causes unusual gameplay a lot of times. So yeah, first up, Battleflaps here is going to do his best to get into final form. We have level, we have the Sword of Sin. I'm not gonna say the levels again. Sword of Sin on Justice, Sword of Salvation on Battleflaps, and Nora Snow Globe on Deathstroke. I actually went full passive stat artifacts. Against other fights I don't do that because I'm afraid they will take a long ass time to kill my Deathstroke and summon the close, but nah bro, Raven is definitely not gonna be suffering from that problem at all. So yeah, also using super move here to make sure I get all the percentage health out of the way. You can never be too sure, though at the same time, usually there might be some damage there. Though again, if you combo and chopper from the start of the transformation, you should be fine. Tagging Battleflaps in there for some power generation. Deathstroke is not gonna be power generating because we can't do crits and he power generates through doing crits. There's special 2 in there. And boy, we're definitely destroying this Raven. Like, remember the days before Deathstroke, before Batman Blast, before Nora Snow Globe, Kimflan Sakuman, before Dark Melkarts. Raven would take ages to kill and be such a tedious fight. And look, while I would like them to go back and fix some stuff about the old Soul Raids that made them so bad, they admittedly did a pretty decent job at retroactively balancing them through the new artifacts and the new characters that get introduced. Like Rise of Krypton and Advent of Chaos, I still don't personally like them too much, but they are far more bearable than they were in the past. Yeah, now everybody's stuck at hating Dawn of Apocalypse because they're simply the artifacts don't split and some of the fights are quite difficult. Which is a fair assumption, but one I don't necessarily share. Though I vibe with the artifact bonuses not splitting. But yeah, back to this fight. I wasted a lot of time because I wanted her to kill me with super move so the clones would save from the super move themselves. We don't have much time left. I could have done a far better time getting my stuff done in a far shorter period of time. Another special 2 in there. Come on, chopped again. Another special 2. Come on, chopped again. Do another special 2. Yeah, this is just the first clone right now. So we're going to attack Deathstroke back in to die again and get the second clone in there. Okay, this is not going well because the Justice power stole from him, but it's fine, the clone got in there. And try to gap close carefully, not much time left, special 2 in there. And boy, I hate that quick transition into a block. Like, please, after you swipe towards me, give me a window to do a swipe myself and counter you. That's how the game is supposed to work, but nevertheless we did a great job. Now, look, you might have seen people with this team absolutely one-shotting the crap out of Raven, and you might have seen that they have a different team in terms of them having Just Like Flash. Now, having Just Like Flash in this team is not that important. It's only going to make you deal 2/3 of the damage that you'd usually deal. Look, I used Flash by mistake in a previous fight. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that now, so no Flash in this one. We're gonna have the replacement of being Silver Bane. And I kind of overestimated my Manta, because while some people are able to do this, they have a few things at their disposal. They have maxed out passive stat artifacts, which I don't. They have a 7-star Manta, which I have a 5-star Manta, and they have proper gameplay, which I again don't. So yeah, this fight will go well enough, but it'll definitely go below the expectations. Also have a higher level Dark Metal cards, because my Dark Metal cards is only level 6, and usually that does not matter one bit, but it matters in this fights where they are immune to crits. And I messed up the combo interruption there, my bad. She does not want me to engage in our combo. Again, having a very fast block from a swipe. I hate her so much. Even getting back in there to reset darkness. Manta got fairly damaged there. Thankfully here I did not get blocked there when I tagged in. That's great, that's good to know. Over here, for some reason, look at him. He's half on the guaranteed crits area, but the game is like, nah bro, you're not on the crit area, you can't do crits. Bro, I literally have half of my body on that area, and meanwhile Kim-Flan Sakoman, when he is in the guaranteed crit area with his ankle, when he's doing a swipe and he's extending, the game's like, oh bro, guaranteed crits for you, you're definitely on the crit area. But yeah, it didn't go too bad. Like, look, all the things considered, this fight did not go too bad. I simply could have played it a little bit better and could have been more prepared in terms of team that I was going to use. And the other option was to use Kim-Flan Sakoman plus Raven, and that might have done a little bit better for us here, but I'm still a little bit doubtful to have been able to one-shot. Like, that's the team I'm going to use afterwards to clean up. Over here, oh boy, what? That was my bad, Raven got killed there. So I want Raven to tank super move because she wouldn't die. She would, at worst case scenario, lose the darkness, but I thought she could tank it. But yeah, my dumbass forgot that I was going to apply Sword of Sin as well, and Sword of Sin power drained her below the point of super move. So in those last few seconds we also lost a ton of damage. And Manta here is like, oh boy, and he gets us one less middle finger. Not allowed to engage a combo because of her fast transition into a block. So yeah, that definitely sucked ass. That definitely left us with some damage to be done on Raven. 348 mil to be exact. And yes, I did forget to cut the video here. It was meant to be a cut here, but it's not too long of a cutscene, so bear with it because I'm not going back to edit it and re-record the voiceover again. Yeah, there we go, we're back. Kim-Flan Sakoman plus Raven. This is a team that I maybe should have used from the start, and there was a possibility this could have been a one-shot. Not a one-shot, but a cleanup if I used it instead of the Manta team previously. So that should have been thought ahead of time because King was used previously against Enchantress. And I'm not sure I could have finished Enchantress in that amount of pips without using King there. So yeah, a lot of problems with that, but King would have done a lot more percentage shell damage if used earlier, so that's something you should keep in mind. Though you must, I don't think we still trigger the damage cap with the third special, I'm pretty sure we don't. At 30 mil on that one, re-engage the combo, dealing some decent values. He's actually doing more on basic attack hits than Manta was doing, like bro, and we're not even at max stacks. Actually, he's not. I'm lying. That was the third special damage. He's going to do, when he gets to full stacks, comparable damages to Manta on basic attack hits. And I guess that's because he's like 7 stars with maxed out passive, while Manta is hanging out at 5 stars. That might be one of the reasons. Also, his passive might work a little bit better with Raven, though yet again, I'm just throwing opinions out there. Nothing is proven, nothing is factual here. Another special one there. Can get him back in there, still not full stacks though. Third special in there. 18 mil on that one. and we're starting to deal some decent amount of damage on basic attack hits as well. We're going to go also for a fat super move. Remember the fat chunky super moves of Raven plus Flan Suckman? Would love to see that again. They seem to have gotten nerfed over time because you would see far higher numbers, but still the numbers will be quite decent on this one as well. So at 37 mil. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. And yeah, I messed up a bit there. Got hit a bit there. But thankfully I was able to engage a combo here because I was really starting to lose my mind. I'm so glad Raven was over so fast because the biggest concern with fighting Raven is her dumbass AI. Yeah, I just can't deal with her. Yeah, third special in there, and there we go, 22 mil to end the day, ladies and gentlemen. And for finally finishing a heroic 7 in a Soul Raid, I still did not get the legendary here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.